Makikapuso Fiesta na sa Sangyao Festival, June 28, 6 p.m. at Sangyawan Grounds, Tacloban City, with Ara San Agustin and Shaira Diaz. See you there, Kapuso!
CSB. And look at Ong.
Narito na ang top 10 plays sa pangalawang linggo ng NCAA Season 97 Women's Volleyball. Sa number 10, Dolly Versosa nagpakita ng kaunting beach volleyball moves sa loob ng Paco Arena.
Naghang time eh. Ayun,
yes. Beach volleyball player yun eh. Kalaban ko yan eh.
Dito naman sa number 9, Maika Go. Simple pero epektibo.
Here she is, number 10. Breaking down the wall.
At number 8, San Sebastian's Dina Marasigan scores the winning spike to beat the 3-time defending champion.
Marasigan, she closes the match.
Sherry on top.
Coming in at number 7, it's Michelle, blonde hair, don't care gamit, with an impactful entry.
Gamit. And yeah.
Para naman sa number 6, LPU setter Venice Puzon. Pinakita ang kanyang diskarte at talino.
Play from Puzon!
Dito sa number 5, isang service ace for the win mula kay Jenny Gaviola.
And Perpetual gets me number 1.
Nagbabalik sa number 4, JRU Queen Bomber Dolly Versosa at ang kanyang signature cross-court spike attack.
Goodbye! Sosa soaring and scoring.
From the same match at number 3, San Sebastian super rookie Kat Santos delivers a clutch point to keep the Lady Stags alive.
Lumalaban pa, humihinga pa.
Here at number 2, the current leading scorer of the league, Rayan Cañete, reminding us that volleyball is not all about power, but intelligence as well.
That was very smart. Chinek out niya lang.
And for our number 1 play, Kat Santos soars and scores the winning point to complete the comeback for San Sebastian.
Season back set, Santos for the win!
Santos and the match!
Abangan ang mga darating pa na awesome plays dito lang sa NCAA Season 97.
I want to play from Puzon!
Running hit and second play here as we see this running attack. Mondoniano and Gohol.
Sa pangalawang linggo ng NCAA Season 97 Women's Volleyball, umangat na sa team standings ang mga desidido at may pusong pursigido. Nung Biyernes, winalis ng JRU ang EAC 26-24, 25-21, 25-16. Habang nakamit naman ng Perpetual Lady Altas ang kanilang unang panalo under new head coach Sandy Reata matapos pataubin ang Letran 26-24, 25-18, 25-19. Nayanig naman ang buong liga nung Sabado nang talunin ng San Sebastian in straight sets ang 3-time defending champion ng NCAA na Arellano Lady Chiefs. 26-24, 26-24, 25-20 ang set scoring, pabor sa Lady Stags, na pinangunahan ni Rayan Cañete na gumawa ng 24 na puntos. Sa second match, nakabawi naman ang LPU sa kanilang huling pagkatalo matapos patahimikin ang SBU, 25-19, 25-22, 20-25, 25-23. Sunday's game saw Mapua deal JRU its first defeat of the season. 25-14, 25-23, 25-17 was the set scoring, as Teret Manalo and Nicole Ong led the Lady Cardinals' attack with 11 points each. In the other match on Father's Day, CSB remained unbeaten after stopping Letran, 25-14, 17-25, 25-11, 25-15. On Tuesday, the Perpetual Lady Altas picked up another victory, this time over EAC in straight sets, 25-21, 25-17, 25-7, while Arellano got back on track after beating LPU 27-29, 25-20, 25-15, 25-18. At nung Miyerkules naman, Dalawang 5-set matches ang naganap sa Paco Arena. Sa unang laro, nagwagi ang Letran kontra sa San Beda 21-25, 25-20, 25-15, 23-25, 15-9. Sinunod naman yon ng tagumpay ng San Sebastian laban sa JRU 24-26, 19-25, 32-30, 25-5, 15-11. Bumida naman para sa Lady Stags ang super rookie na si Kat Santos na bumuhos ng 22 points sa kanilang panalo. Ayan po mga kapuso, Week 2 of Women's Volleyball is in the books. Tuloy-tuloy lang po kayong tumutok sa GTV para sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 97. Stronger Together, buo ang puso. 23 kampyonato na ang naipanalo ng San Sebastian College Recoletos Lady Stags sa kasaysayan ng NCAA Volleyball.
Oy, sinet mo sa kanya kanina pa.
At sa likod ng tagumpay ng kanilang volleyball program ay ang legendary coach na nagsisilbi rin bilang ama ng mga players. Si Cara Acevedo Ong at Gratzel Soltones ay ilan lamang sa napakahabang listahan ng mga dating manlalaro ni Coach Roger Gorayev. At ngayong season, may bagong ginagabayan si Tatay Roger.
Rhean Canete! Ni Santos. Off speed!
Tubong Sagay City, Negros Occidental, ang opposite hitter na si Rhean Canete. At grabe, ibang klaseng lakas din ang dala nitong batang to.
Good hit. Regalo!
Pati yung 3-time defending champion ng liga, hindi napigilan ang atake ni Cañete.
And what a powerful cross-court by Cañete.
Going to Rhean Canete.
Emilio.
Season. Attack set.
Cañete. What a good drop ball.
After the first 7 match days of the tournament, Rhean Cañete has emerged as the #1 scorer of the league, averaging 17 points per match. And with the likes of Kat Santos, Tina Marasigan, and Setter Vea Season on the same team, the Lady Stags are starting to look like the San Sebastian of old.
Again, backline to Cañete, and what a powerful cross-court by Cañete.
But if this storied school were to go all the way in NCAA Season 97, they're going to need all that they can get from their new ace, our NCAA Power Player of the Week, Rhean Cañete.
I am here with middle blocker of the perpetual Lady Altas, Dea. And we are gonna raid her game day bag. How do you feel?
Masaya po, excited. Yeah, super excited.
So, yung mga dala mo panglaban na?
Yes, panglaban po. So for the first apartment of my bag, I have my solution. Kasi po, 400 po yung grado ng mata ko. And then, I have my eyeglass with me. Kasi po kapag biyahe, nakasalamin. And then, pag mag-game, doon lang po ako nagko-contact.
Mas comfortable mag-glass.
So, parang pahinga. Ayan po. Pinanipisan po siya, pero sa totoo lang, makapal po to ng sobra eh. I have my, ito po, bigay po ng best friend ko, si Ate Jenny, yung ka-teammate po namin. Yung wallet. Ang laman po ay barya-barya lang. Yes. Tapos, tissue. May tissue kasi oily. Siyempre, kailangan maganda tayo lagi. May suklay. Mirror.
Kikay, Dea.
Alcohol, kailangan safe lagi. Siyempre, di mawawala yung lip tint. And then lip balm. Kailangan po ko magdala lagi ng mga mini snacks. May ganito ako sa... May ganito po ko para sa eyeliner.
Naka-extension ka ba? Eyelash
If lang. Yeah. Prepared dapat kasi ganun yung camera. Alam mo, may ganito po ako. Nakakahiya. Blush on. Pero wala po akong blush on.
Ngayon, maglalagay pa lang.
Hindi na. Natural na ganda lang tayo ngayon. So, for the second apartment, may medyas po ako.
Malinis naman yan.
Hindi ko pa siya nilaban, char. Nalaban na po yan. And then, yung knee pads, middle block. And then, siyempre, sapatos. Ito po, sapatos. Tumbler galing kay ate ko kasi nagbabar ko siya. Pabango. Kailangan mabango kahit di naaamoy, di ba? Di amoy sa TV, pero yung mga kalaban, maamoy tayo. So, Dio, mouthwash. Pag tamad mag-toothbrush, joke. Ito po, syempre yung pamalit after training. Extra mass. And this one.
She's a bookworm.
Ayun lang, kakastart ko lang. I decided to live as me. Bago ko lang po siyang binasa and sobrang ganda siya. Sa teammate ko po ito, hiniram ko lang. Meron po akong ballpen, plastic, tapos Sanrio. Kasi lalagay ko siya dito. Kasi this is the first tune-up na nilagay ko to dito and then maganda yung laro ko.
Anong tinatawag niyo yun? Good juju? Ako good juju kasi tawag ko.
Charm na lang.
Charm na lang. Okay, yun lang.
Pinaka-interesting po dito ay ako.
Okay, perfect.
Ako talaga.
Love it.
Yes.
Galing. I appreciate you talaga.
Yes, ako po. Ayun lang naman po, sana nag-enjoy kayo sa akin. Hindi sa akin, hindi sa bag.
Alright, so that's all for today's What's in My Game Day bag. But don't worry, stay tuned sa mga games para malaman natin ano pa ang mga laman ng ibang atleta namin dito sa NCAA.
Bye!
Makikapuso Fiesta na sa Sangyao Festival, June 28, 6 p.m. at Sangyawan Grounds, Tacloban City, with Ara San Agustin and Shira Diaz. See you there, Kapuso!
And CSB. And look at Ong.
Narito na ang
the
top
other
10 plays sa pangalawang linggo ng NCAA Season 97 Women's Volleyball. Sa number 10, Dolly Versosa nagpakita ng kaunting beach volleyball moves sa loob ng Paco Arena.
Nag-hang time eh. Ayun,
Yes. If it's volleyball player yun eh. Kalaban ko yan eh.
Dito naman sa number 9, Maika Go. Simple pero epektibo.
Here she is, number 10. Breaking down the wall.
At number 8, San Sebastian's Dina Marasigan scores the winning spike to beat the 3-time defending champions.
She closes the match.
Coming in at number 7, it's Michelle, blonde hair, don't care gamit, with an impactful entry.
Gamit. Yeah.
Para naman sa number 6, LPU setter Venice Puzon. Pinakita ang kanyang diskarte at talino.
Play from Puzon.
Dito sa number 5, isang service ace for the win mula kay Jenny Gaviola.
And Perpetual gets me number 1.
Nagbabalik sa number 4, JRU Queen Bomber Dolly Versosa at ang kanyang signature cross-court spike attack.
Goodbye. Sosa soaring and scoring.
From the same match at number 3, San Sebastian super rookie Kat Santos delivers a clutch point to keep the Lady Stags alive.
Lumalaban pa, humihinga pa.
Here at number 2, the current leading scorer of the league, Rayan Cañete, reminding us that volleyball is not all about power, but intelligence as well.
That was very smart. Chinek out niya lang.
And for our number 1 play, Kat Santos soars and scores the winning point to complete the comeback for San Sebastian.
Season back set, Santos for the win.
Santos and the match!
Abangan ang mga darating pa na awesome plays dito lang sa NCAA Season 97.
I want to play from Puzon. Running hit. Second play here as we see this running attack. Mondoniano and Gohor.
Sa pangalawang linggo ng NCAA Season 97 Women's Volleyball, umangat na sa team standings ang mga desidido at may pusong pursigido. Nung Biyernes, winalis ng JRU ang EAC 26-24, 25-21, 25-16. Habang nakamit naman ng Perpetual Lady Altas ang kanilang unang panalo under new head coach Sandy Reata matapos pataubin ang Letran 26-24, 25-18, 25-19. Nayanig naman ang buong liga nung Sabado nang talunin ng San Sebastian in straight sets ang 3-time defending champion ng NCAA na Arellano Lady Chiefs. 26-24, 26-24, 25-20 ang set scoring. Pabor sa Lady Stags na pinangunahan ni Rhean Cañete na gumawa ng 24 na puntos. Sa second match, nakabawi naman ang LPU sa kanilang huling pagkatalo matapos patahimikin ng SBU 25-19, 25-22, 20-25, 25-23. Sunday's game saw Mapua deal JRU its first defeat of the season. 25-14, 25-23, 25-17 was the set scoring. Asteret Manalo and Nicole Ong led the Lady Cardinals' attack with 11 points each. In the other match on Father's Day, CSB remained unbeaten after stopping Letran 25-14, 17-25, 25-11, 25-15. On Tuesday, the Perpetua Lady Altas picked up another victory, this time over EAC in straight sets, 25-21, 25-17, 25-7, while Arellano got back on track after beating LPU 27-29, 25-20, 25-15, 25-18. At nung Miyerkules naman, dalawang 5-set matches ang naganap sa Paco Arena. Sa unang laro, nagwagi ang Letran kontra sa San Beda 21-25, 25-20, 25-15, 23-25, 15-9. Sinunod naman yon ng tagumpay ng San Sebastian laban sa JRU 24-26, 19-25, 32-30, 25-5, 15-11. Bumida naman para sa Lady Stags ang super rookie na si Kat Santos na bumuhos ng 22 points sa kanilang panalo. Ayan po mga kapuso, Week 2 of Women's Volleyball is in the books. Tuloy-tuloy lang po kayong tumutok sa GTV para sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 97. Stronger Together, buo ang puso. 23 kampyonato na ang naipanalo ng San Sebastian College Recoletos Lady Stags sa kasaysayan ng NCAA Volleyball.
Oy, sinet mo sa kanya kanina pa.
At sa likod ng tagumpay ng kanilang volleyball program ay ang legendary coach na nagsisilbi rin bilang ama ng mga players. Si Cara Acevedo Ong at Gratzel Soltones ay ilan lamang sa napakahabang listahan ng mga dating manlalaro ni Coach Roger Gorayev. At ngayong season, may bagong ginagabayan si Tatay Roger.
Rhean Cañete! Ni Santos. Off speed!
Tubong Sagay City, Negros Occidental, ang opposite hitter na si Rhean Cañete. At grabe, ibang klaseng lakas din ang dala nitong batang to.
Good hit. Regalo!
Pati yung 3-time defending champion ng liga, hindi napigilan ang atake ni Cañete.
And what a powerful cross-court by Cañete.
Going to Rhean Cañete.
Emilio.
Season. Attack set.
Cañete. What a good drop ball.
After the first 7 match days of the tournament, Rhean Cañete has emerged as the #1 scorer of the league, averaging 17 points per match. And with the likes of Kat Santos, Tina Marasigan, and Setter Vea Season on the same team, the Lady Stags are starting to look like the San Sebastian of old.
Again.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat mga kapuso. June 28, a Tuesday, panibagong linggo ng volleyball on your TV screens. You guys are seeing some key spots here in Manila. Nauna po yung kartilyo ng Katipunan Shrine. Pagkatapos po niyan, syempre dyan sa Luneta Park, Kilometer Zero marker, and of course, beautiful post office building located again dito po sa lungsod ng Maynila. Pero ito po yung ating venue, Paco Arena Events and Sports Center in Manila, to open a brand new week of action in your NCAA Season 97 Women's Volleyball Tournament. And you guys are seeing our teams warming up right now. Featured in our first game today, it is going to be, of course, a Tuesday doubleheader for you guys, starting with this key matchup in the season. 3-1 Mapua Lady Cardinals facing the still undefeated College of St. Benilde Lady Blazers, and it is going to be followed by the matchup of the Letran Lady Knights and the Arellano Lady Chiefs at 2:30 p.m. Mga kapuso, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok right now live on GTV. If you are watching on your TV screens, also online everywhere. It is available on NCAA Philippines, GMA Sports PH, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, GMA Pinoy TV, and GMA News TV International. Magandang laban sa ating unang offering ngayong hapong to, Mapua kontra CSB. This is Martin Javier, and I'm very happy to be at your service. I'm happy that my voice is back. Very happy to be bringing you this matchup of the Lady Cardinals and the Lady Blazers. And for the third time this season, we are going to be joined by former college superstar. Pero ako tatanggalin ko pala yung former, ha? Okay. And also professional player. She's back here on the broadcast panel, Miss Cara Acevedo-Ong.
Grabe talaga yung pa-intro ni Martin. But good afternoon, Martin. Good afternoon, mga kapuso. I'm so excited for the matches today, especially yung first match natin. No? It's we're halfway through the season, and by this time, nagja-gel well na yung teams natin. They've read their mga kalaban nila, and so I'm sure from here on, level up na ang competition natin.
That's right, Cara. I was about to say, we are officially at the midway point of the season. So nakikita na natin kung sino yung medyo mga teams na pwedeng sumali sa ating Final Four. And as I say that, we take a quick scan of our team standings here with teams, having 4 to 5 games in already.
Yeah, so as mentioned earlier, CSB Lady Blazers still on top, 4-0. Wala pang nakakatalo sa kanila. But, si Mapua Lady Cardinals, having gone through, I think, 2 5-setter games that they've won against San Sebastian and the Perpetual Lady Altas. They're on a roll right now. And, syempre, they want to see this day as they makasungkit sila ng team katulad ng CSB.
These are two of the hottest teams in the league. 4 straight wins para sa CSB, 3 straight wins for Mapua. Let's now turn it over to Mr. Noel Zarate for the call-out of the teams.
Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 97, Stronger Together, Buo ang Puso. Live ngayon sa GTV, worldwide sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV at GMA News TV International. At may live streaming pa sa gmanetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website at sa YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And now let's meet our officials for this match. First referee, Ellie De Jesus, national referee. Our second referee, Emmanuel Yadao, national referee. This is match number 25 between Mapua University and the College of St. Benilde. And now let's meet the starters. First, for Mapua University. Outside spiker number 2, team captain Joe Fernandez. Outside spiker number 3, Tere Manalo. Middle block number 7, Babs Bapiera. Center number 9, Trixie Gohol. Middle blocker number 11, Nicole Ong. Opposite hitter number 14, Carla Gaudan. The starting libero is number 8, Wella Ortega. Head coach for the Cardinals is Clarence Aying Esteban. And now the starters for the College of St. Benilde. Middle blocker number 3, Mitch Gummit. Outside spiker number 7, Jade Hentapa. Setter number 8, Chloe Mondoñedo. Opposite hitter number 9, Kyle Pascual. Outside spiker number 10, team captain Micah Go. Middle blocker number 18, Christy Ontangan. Starting libero is number 6, Angge Mondejar. And the head coach for the Blazers, Jerry Yee.
We're back to our coverage. Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 97 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Time to meet the starters for both teams. Unahin na natin ang Mapua Lady Cardinals. Their solid starting unit here led by their super rookie, Nicole Ong.
Yes.
Coming out of that 21-point performance in their previous game. On the other side, for the Lady Blazers, grabe to. Hindi ko masabi kung 1-2 punch dahil ang dami pwede mag-contribute.
Solid din to.
But this team is led by Gil Pascual and of course Jade Hentapa, who has been rising in the recent games that they've had here. And we start with an ace from Chloe Mondoñedo. CSB gets on the board first. And that's what CSB, katulad nung laban ng Perpetual against Mapua, kinargahan talaga ng Mapua yung kanilang mga services because they know that's one of the weaknesses nitong Mapua Lady Cardinals pagdating sa receiving.
Yes, and right now we see them really putting a lot of power on those serves.
And Micah Go able to connect that time. Did not score a lot in that game against EAC, but contributed in different ways. Emphasize natin yung floor defense.
Captain no? I think she's the only open spiker in our top receivers.
That's true. All-around player. And 3 straight points for the CSB Lady Blazers. Excellent serving here by Chloe Mondoñedo. Mondoñedo right now the number 1 setter so far.
So ang setters, we all know hindi sila offensive. Well, yung points nila, di ba, in a game, they're always minimal. Pero itong serving, yan, dyan sila kumukuha ng instant points.
We saw that with LPU, kay Venice Puzon, as we take a look at the head coach of the CSB Lady Blazers, si Coach Jerry Yee. Number 1 server natin so far is Venice Puzon. Kasunod niyan, Jenny Caviola, parehong setter.
Mga setters.
Here's Babiera. First time makasagot dito ng Mapua. Gaudan will try to challenge the blockers and she'll get the off-the-block finish.
Gaudan just using the hands of the blockers there to swipe that out.
And this is, something Mapua needs to improve on is the efficiency with their wing spikers and with their attacks on that wing side. Kara, dahil okay ka na Okay ka na kay Nicole Ong, number 2 in spiking efficiency. Pero yung katulong niya sa...
kailangan lang ng consistency ng wing spikers. As you see here, si Gaudan with an error.
Yeah, an attack error right away here. Pagkatapos ng kanyang puntos kanina. So, 5 serving 1. Mike's go.
With another strong serve.
Yeah. Manalo. Mondoñedo, reverse set to Gail Pascual. Our number 1 spiker in the league.
And with that beautiful set from Chloe Mondoñedo, nakita natin it's quicker than usual. Kaya na late ang blockers na itong Mapua.
Pascual gets that at around 44%. Out of time. Uy! Rare miscue from CSB here. And that will give Mapua the point. Pero yan, kasi si Michael Gomay, isa sa mga...
Hindi lang niya na-control.
This time, getting the up. Malayo na dun sa kanyang kakampi. Here's the retaliation by CSB. Hentapa. Manalo straight to the net. And this is what disappeared for Mapua against Perpetual. Pero nanalo sila dun. It was the production of Tere Manalo.
Yes, that really helped them extend the game and eventually win it.
Yeah. Christy Ondangan on deck. Gohol, reverse to Gaudan. That's good. CJ Gaudan connects.
Gaudan so far being the first option of Gohol.
I haven't seen a set for Nicole Onga. Okay.
Tinatago pa nila
Tinatago
siguro.
pa. Okay.
Alam nila yun yung babantayan ng CSB. So,
that's right. Ganda ng hulog doon para kay Gaudan. But sent right back by Gil Pascual. So we go.
Angle.
Technical timeout here. Una sa atin. Abante ang CSB ng 5.
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
We're back to our coverage and I will hear it from Mapua's side with Chantal Laude. Chantal?
Salamat, Martin. At nagkatapatan na nga ang Lady Cardinals at ang currently unbeaten team ng Lady Blazers. Aminadong koponan that is going to be a challenge. Pero excited daw sila na mag-deliver ng magandang laro. Kaya naman daw, bring it on. Sa panig naman ni Head Coach Clarence or Coach Aying, napaka-importante ng larong ito because beating the current #1 team in standing will be a big boost para sa kumpiyansa ng koponan. Kaya naman ang inaasahan niya daw ay yung pagtitibayin ng Cardinals ang floor and net defense. Dahil depensa daw ang makakapagpanalo para sa team. Kaya abangan natin ang mga solid blocks from Nicole Ong, who ranks as the best blocker sa mid tournament report ng ating liga. Pero sigurado akong hindi lang si Nicole ang magdadala sa larong ito. Parehas ba tayo nang iniisip, Martin and Cara?
Maraming salamat, Chantal. Kailangan ay mas maraming tumulong kay Nicole Ong because she had 21 points, 13 off attacks, and I believe a season high 8 kill blocks in their previous game. Kailangan yung conversion kanina ni Tere Manalo, that's a welcome sight for Coach Clarence Esteban.
Add to that yung kanilang libero, si Wella May. She will play an important role today dyan sa defense na gusto ni Coach Clarence na mangyari.
Siya ang magsisimula dyan. Solid floor defense against some of the best spikers that we have in the league. #1 and #3 right now. Yung pumapagitna po, nasa kabila si Nicole Ong. #2. Jonina gets denied again. Excellent blocking in this first set from CSB.
So far, yung blocking ng CSB, solid.
They're really checking the wing spikers of Mapua. Gohol. Uy, nag-alangan yung Tere Manalo. Running hit. Long yan para dito kay Mitch Gamit. And I feel like, okay, I mentioned earlier, Cara, that these are two of the hottest teams in the league right now. 4-0, 4 straight wins para sa CSB, 3 straight wins para sa Mapua. But I feel like every time CSB faces a team that's on an upward trend, they just smash them into pieces. Parang...
Oo nga. They're showing their dominance again. Sila yung undefeated team and they want to keep it that way.
That's right.
Yeah. They know that Mapua is one of the teams who are actually the dark horses of the season.
That's right.
So far, they've won 2 5-setters against a team na akala ng mga tao ay makakatalo lang sa kanila in straight sets.
Actually. Kaya nga, ang surprise team natin this season ay the Mapua Lady Cardinals. As we take a look at that hit coming from Joe Fernandez, catching the line at the back. Look at this. Oh, second time they've done that here. Kanina, si Carla Gaudan. 6-12. And for CSB, they haven't lost since maybe season 94.
Oh, medyo matagal-tagal na.
Because in that shortened season, noong 2020, they were, I think, 7-0, if I'm not mistaken. At inaabangan nga noon, tignan natin yung rejection na to para sa Mapua. This time, their net defense working very well.
Carla Gaudan there with a good block.
Ang inaabangan nun, Gara, kasunod na kasi noon, bago nag-end yung season, kamatch up na nila yung Arellano. Hindi sila naglaban.
Oo nga. Everyone was looking forward to that game, but unfortunately, na-cut short.
Yun na yung shortened season natin. CSB getting the point back very quickly, though. As Clo Mondoñedo serves.
With another solid serve there.
Oh! Pero nakuha pa yan, Gaudan. Mondoñedo reverse. Pascual, the drop.
Finding the hole.
What a decision there coming from Gail Pascual. Let's go to Mapua's side first. Pakinggan natin yung timeout nila.
Parang nawawala na tayo sa pinag-uusapan natin. Di ba sinabi ko sa inyo, pagka tapat doon, harap-harap na, tapatan nyo na agad kung sino yung bablock kasi nga mabilis yung play. Pagka-atake, balik agad sa position. Hanapin agad kung sino yung spiker. Tsaka tayo bumlock, tsaka tayo dumipensa. Ngayon kung hindi natin makukuha yan, lalayo talaga na lalayo yan. Sobrang layo yung kalaban natin. No? Inibigyan ulit. Nakaka-recover nga tayo, pero tatapunan natin ang bola, nawawala ulit. Ingat tayo sa bawat galaw natin.
Alright, Coach Clarence or Coach Aying Esteban addressing the net defense nitong Mapua Lady Cardinals. Ito yung production ni Welame Ortega against Perpetual that you mentioned.
Yes, will be instrumental today if talagang mag-work yan. Imagine 22 excellent digs in that last game. And if she does that today, talagang matutulungan niya ang kanyang teammates dito against CSB.
But how about Clo Mondoñedo at the service line in set number 1? Really making it difficult for the receivers of the Lady Cardinals. Better pickup from Mapua there. Here's the setup by CSB. Manalo was right there at the back again. Fernandez getting it through. Pascual will try. Nandun ulit si Tere. Fernandez. Mondehar with the up. Back row hit. Hentapa. Andun ulit yung Manalo. Buhay pa to, pero hindi lang nakuha ni Gaudan sa second ball. And we go to the second technical timeout. CSB with a commanding lead.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Me to Me, a weekly explainer series.
By 9, let's go to their side of the court with Chloe Carillo. Chloe?
Thank you, Martin. Kahit nga nangunguna ang Lady Blazers sa rankings based on team and skills based on team and players sa kanilang skills, isa pa rin daw ang pinaka-importanting stat para kay head coach Jerry Yee at yan daw ay ang panalo. Nakapanayam ko nga si head coach Jerry at ang kanyang expectations para sa araw na ito ay kailangan nila mag-execute ng consistent movement when it comes to defense at tamang plays naman sa offense. If there's something Coach Jerry wants to see more from the team, that's to show their depth. Hindi niya daw maibababat ang second group sa high-pressure sets pero handa daw siya
siyang magpasok ng second stringers na kaya mag-deliver. Kaya abangan natin kung patuloy ang init ng starters ng Lady Blazers or may makikita tayong new flame off the bench. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Chloe. New flame off the bench. Pero ganyan talaga yung style ni Coach Jerry. Pag yamado siya, up 2 sets, talagang binibigyan niya ng mga oportunidad.
Oo, gusto niya mahasa yung lahat ng players niya.
Yun.
And of course, even if you're the top team, undefeated, there's always room for improvement. And yan yung gustong makita ni Coach Jerry today.
That's right. But not a lot of errors in this particular game. One of them came there. Attack error mula kay Jade Hentapa. That doesn't happen a lot
Very
for
often.
her.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
Kasi pag nakuha na niya ng mataas, you know, it's almost a
Pag may
guaranteed
timing
point.
like that.
There you go. Look at that. And Chloe Mondoñedo going back to her, giving the confidence back. Look at this.
Kita natin yung sibat na set ni Chloe Mondoñedo. Talagang yan yung gusto ni Hentapa.
Up and above the arms of the blockers on the other side. But here's Nicole Long.
But here's the super rookie. Finally, on the board today. Kanina pa natin siya inaantay.
Yep. Look at this hit. Goal. Finally going to
Nicole Long.
There you go. First point today for Nicole. Rookie. Sabi dun sa info sheet natin, 5'8". Tinabihan ko, ang layo namin. 5'11" to eh, si Nicole Long eh. But of course, came from Chiang Kai-shek. Here's the setup to the middle. Miscue from CSB.
Nagkalitohan si Gamit and Hentapa.
And now Mapua is starting to hum in set 1.
Sabi sa'yo eh, mag-warm up lang yan. Babasahin muna nila kung ano yung laro ng CSB today.
But Mapua here, down by 7. Again, mahaba-haba po ang pinagdaanan ng Mapua in their past 2 games. As we take a look at that bawi coming from Mitch Gamit.
With a clean, quick hit.
Kung kanina hindi sila nagkaamuyan ni Chloan, eto.
Proving why they are the #1 team right now.
Is that a zero tempo quick?
Oo, yan yung...
Parang ganun, ano?
Oo. Yan yung mga kapag teammates na kayo ng matagal, kaya nyo nang gawing kahit nakapikit.
Oo. Grabe yun. Seamless execution. And this was... Take a look at this play.
Yeah, unable to control that ball, goes out.
Over past that time, so Mapua will get a breather again. Here's Tere Manalo. Chloan opting for the 1-2, and that was the right decision for her.
Etong si Chloe Mondoñedo, I've been watching their past games. She's really a smart player, a smart setter. Well, coming from Coach Jerry, he's had a lot of smart setters in the past, like Jem Ferrer, Janelle Cheng, you know, and Chloe Mondoñedo. And
Jewel Lai.
Yes, Jewel Lai. And nakikita natin ngayon, she's using her height even here.
And now CSB, again, ahead here by 9. Let's go to Mapua again.
Ang bola doon, tingnan nyo lang kung saan nanggagaling. Ngayon lumalampas sa ulo mo, hindi mo alam, sobra-sobra na yung galaw mo. Ano lang, kalma lang muna. Ha? Okay, lumalayo, sige, walang problema. Pero yung pace ng katawan nyo, ganun pa rin. Dapat yung rhythm ng katawan nyo, ganun pa rin. Huwag yung baguhin. Okay? O yun sa block natin, kung saan lang nakaharap yun, dapat doon mo inuhuli. Baka mo lang yun.
21 serving 12. Jade Hentapa with an excellent serve here. Really challenging that receiving end of Mapua.
Coach Clarence reminding his girls to play their game.
Right.
Minsan kasi kapag iba yung tempo ng kalaban mo, tinatry mong sumabay. Pero he's reminding them na meron tayong system, meron tayong laro, huwag niyong kakalimutan yun and just play your game.
At sa lahat ng team, ang hindi mo pwedeng sabayan, CSB.
Oo.
Because look at that. Gail Pascual able to connect, targeting the back. Saktong-sakto sa linya para sa kanya. And again, it's about 44% of her attempt.
#1 spiker in the league.
Grabe yun. At one point, it was 50%. Bumaba na lang nung previous game.
Ang taas pa rin.
Ang taas yun. 1 out of 2 tumatama. Matintapa commits the service error. If you're Mapua, you know, this is a 9-point advantage. You want to get a few points in, at least right before the set ends, to create a bit of momentum. Para pagdating mo doon,
the next sets.
Correct. And that's a good start.
Something like that.
Yeah. Always a spark off the bench for Mapua is Batak. Medyo siya nga yung ibinabad ni Coach Clarence in that previous game. Pero si Tere manalo yung kanyang pinalitan doon.
Oo nga.
Eh, nagsistruggle si Tere.
Si Coach Clarence showing na malalim ang kanyang bench and solid ang kanyang service specialist.
That's good. Oh, look at this. Verhino able to connect another player off the bench. Kakapasok lang. Take a look at this underhand set from their secondary setter. And Mapua getting a couple of points in. Good serve again from Batak. Mondonye dito gamit. Naabangan na.
This time, ang kanyang quick.
Oh, that's a good response from the Lady Cardinals. Here's the reverse set. Getting hit for Bounce Baviera.
And you love the celebration of Mapua.
Yep.
They may be down, pero lumalaban pa rin.
Not yet out are the Lady Cardinals in set number 1. Baviera with a slide.
Another great serve.
Micah Go with a drop. Uy, nagka-problema lang dun sa pag-angat sa bola.
Micah Go changing the tempo of the game. Kanina pa tayo puro fast hits. Ngayon, drop ball lang yan.
Kasi yung Mapua, nakaka-adjust na. Na-check na yung mga spikers nila. Here's Mitch Gamit. Uy, straight to the net. 17, serving 23 now. And 5-1 run for the Mapua Lady Cardinals. So this is a good stretch for them. Nakikita mo, gumagana na yung mga tinraining nila.
And a good substitution from Coach Clarence with a mini run from Mapua.
So Trixie Gohol is back in the fold. What's the call here?
Hindi pa daw
Hindi pa game. Okay.
Na-excite si Trixie.
Oh, relax ang Trixie.
Ready na siya, ready na siya.
Okay na. Rookie setter from Mapua.
With a good serve.
Here's the setup to Micah Go. Another drop ball.
Yes.
But saved by Joe Gaudan. Easy up by CSB. Micah Go, kinargahan na yon.
Good dig from Wella.
Fernandez getting it through. Cloan, that joust. Answered by Mapua again. Micah Go, the power tip. Down the line, finish works.
Micah Go again, one of the smarter players. You saw her in the last, I think, 4 or 5 hits. Iba-iba lahat.
Correct.
May drop, merong malakas, and ngayon to power tip naman.
Papunta pa sa linya yan. Set point for CSB. And this is a chance ball given to them. Pascual ending the set in Gail Pascual fashion. Wow. So that's the end of set number 1.
Surprised?
Oh yeah, you know, many times this season, pagkatapos yung panapos ang set number 1, lagi kay Gil Pascual. CSB winning that one 25-17. We'll go back here for set number 2.
And look at Ong. Narito na ang top 10 plays sa pangalawang linggo ng NCAA Season 97 Women's Volleyball. Sa number 10, Dolly Versosa nagpakita ng kaunting beach volleyball moves sa loob ng Paco Arena.
Naghang time eh. Ayun,
yes. Beach volleyball player yun eh. Kalaban ko yan eh.
Dito naman sa number 9, Micah Go. Simple pero epektibo.
Here she is, number 10. Breaking down the wall.
At number 8, San Sebastian's Tina Marasigan scores the winning spike to beat the 3-time defending champion.
She closes the match.
Coming in at number 7, It's Michelle, blonde hair, don't care, gamit, with an impactful entry.
Gamit. Yeah.
Para naman sa number 6, LPU setter Venice Puzon. Pinakita ang kanyang diskarte at talino.
Play from Puzon.
Dito sa number 5, isang service ace for the win mula kay Jenny Gaviola.
25-17 win. You guys are joined by Martin Javier alongside Miss Cara Acevedo. Cara, again, good start for CSB. They were able to maintain that lead all throughout. But for Mapua's side, nakita natin yung nakukuha na nila yung kanilang rhythm, yung kanilang totoong laro towards the end of set 1.
By mid-set, medyo nabasa na nila yung plays ng CSB. Mas na-control nila yung receptions nila. They were able to create their own plays. So, kaya humabol ng konti, 17-25.
But ultimately, it was, the
finisher, ayan.
Yan, panapos. The
Gail
swing.
Pascual with a full swing.
Alam mo, siya yung definition ng full swing no? Talagang may comeback, may windmill approach, and
ayan,
talagang
makikita
baon.
natin yung attacks. 15-9. Lamang na lamang dito ang CSB. Yung blocking, both of the teams have on the board. Yung aces, so yung Blazers, they really had strong serves in the start, and that's what allowed them to pull away.
From Cloan Mondoñedo, if I'm not mistaken, had 2 aces in set number 1. I'll just tell you the scoring right now of CSB. Pero bago yan, tignan muna natin to. 16 points para sa maaasahang player ng CSB na si Gail Pascual.
The number 1 spiker of the tournament right now. She had 16 points in that 3-setter against EAC. And I wonder, ano yung numbers niya today?
Grabe. Okay. So, second set here, Mapua and CSB. So, after set number 1, Pascual with already 6 points. Or already with 6 points, rather. Following her, tied with 4 points, was Hentapa and Go. Tapos sinamahan pa ng 3 points ni Mondoñedo, 2 aces, and 1 off a 1-2 play.
Scoring from every part of the court.
A lot of options.
Even the setter.
Yeah. A lot of weapons on this CSB team. And this is one of them, Micah Go, able to connect again.
Another one of Coach Jerry's consistent players. Again, she's not on the top of the score sheet, pero she's everywhere.
Yep. Everywhere, all-around player, always a triple-double threat. Pati sa service lane din, pinahirapan tong Mapua. Mondoñedo, the quick to undangan. Will not work. Or that was Pascual rather. Oh, did not go over.
That was just too low.
So, an infraction, an attack error on the Lady Cardinals here. And they need to go back to what they rediscovered in set number 1.
They have to find yung galaw nila nung end of that set to be able to keep up with CSB right now.
But Jade Hentapa able to put it down there.
Isa pa to, one of the
my gosh,
reliable hitters ni Coach Jerry.
And I feel like si Hentapa, if she gets the right height, it's very hard to stop.
Yes.
Kasi yung height na yun, usually above the blockers, tapos baon nyo lagi yung approach niya.
Especially kapag maganda yung timing nila ni Mondoñedo. Yung connection talagang
iba eh.
Yes.
Ayan na ulit siya. Jade Hentapa scoring
finding
again.
the hole in between the blockers.
Another solid start for the CSB Lady Blazers. What a save though.
Yeah.
Coming from Mondoñedo. That's right. And it was an underhand set from their libero. That set up Hentapa.
Actually a vertical jump. Wala na siyang pang-approach.
Ginawa ng paraan yun. Oh, ito yung Mapua getting a point back here off the error of CSB. And it's going to start with their captain here, Joe Fernandez.
Backline violation called on Mondoñedo.
12 points for Joe against Perpetual. Middle attack from Undangan, napigilan. Here's Manalo, and that's good targeting for Tere. You saw her stop for a little bit.
Oh, binasa muna niya yung defense. I think she saw na si Gail was the only blocker.
Right. Good
And she
decision.
took that opportunity.
Hentapa, lumusot, but picked up by Fernandez.
Set.
Will not work. Underhand set for Pascual. Mahirap na kuha.
Oh, Tapang is timing that. Hindi niya hawakan yung bola.
And here come the Lady Cardinals. 3 straight points. And a response to this mighty CSB team. 3 serving 4.
Mapua so far with much better floor defense. Kaya bumabalik. Ayan, like that. Ang ganda ng dig.
That's been making the difference here in set number 2 for them.
Hentapa.
Denied.
Wow.
Pascual picked up by
Another good
Fernandez.
dig from the captain.
Drop
and
ball.
Manalo tried.
Oh, tatawid pa para sa CSB.
Free ball.
Gohol, reverse, Verhino. Unable to do it. Here's Hentapa. Denied again. The door is shut for her. Maika Go with the off-speed hit.
Maika Go again, adjusting and changing the tempo of the game. Biglaan. And that really destroyed yung galaw ng Mapua there sa floor defense nila. Nawala sila bigla.
Kasi napayungan 2 beses yung Hentapa. Pascual was checked on the other side. When you view, Ondangan was even checked. When you view set everything, you go to Maika Go at the back row. Pero ito, error mula sa service line sa CSB.
Barbiera preparing to serve. She has been very stable at the net. Siya yung nakaka-block kay Hentapa kanina pa.
Correct. Pascual swings away.
When you give Gail Pascual an opening like that, she will take it.
I mean, look at this swing.
Leaving her with 1 blocker is not something you want to do.
Nope. And I feel like nagko-contribute kasi she was a former badminton player. So may ganun siyang, iba yung flick niya eh.
Oo. May iba yung clip ng wrist niya.
Yun, correct. Manalo.
Manalo adjusting.
Ong rather was right there at the net. Verhino. Mondoñedo to gamit. And Ortega couldn't handle the heat, so that's a point for Mitch Gamit. And is this the right time for Mapua to activate Ong more?
Maybe.
Diba? Pwede.
Yeah. They've got their rhythm sa defense.
Gohol, joust. Answered by Ong. Here's Hentapa.
Another good block.
Wow. One more time for Jade. Nandun na sa likod yung Fernandez.
Jade going over the blockers.
Uy! Hindi tatawid. They go to this technical timeout. CSB again. First to the technical timeout. On the other side, we'll have Chloe Carillo.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes po!
Wow, tumama ako, yay!
Bye.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations on your new program!
Ate V!
Patuloy ang ating NCAA action dito lang sa GTV. Patuloy nga ang pagpapakilala ng tubong Oriental Mindoro na si Chloe Mondoñedo, ang tagapagtakbo ng offense ng CSB Lady Blazers. Nakapanayam ko nga si Chloe at naibahagi niya sa akin na pagdating sa training, ang 6-on-6 drills daw ang nakakatulong sa kanya para sa bilang setter, para sa pag-exercise ng kanyang real-time decision making. On the court naman, communication sa kanyang hitters ang pinaka-importante, lalo na pag hindi daw maayos ang kanilang first ball. Kilalanin natin ang iba pang Lady Blazers sa mga susunod na reports. Balik sa inyo.
Very impressive second-year player, Mondoñedo. Thank you so much, Chloe Carillo. I like how our courtside reporters have exchanged roles or assignments.
Yes.
As you take a look at this hit coming from Derek Manalo, lumusot sa mga vloggers ng CSB. Because Chloe is from Mapua, reporting for CSB.
Chantal is from CSB.
Reporting for Mapua. So, maganda tong pang-mix-up para sa kanila. And Micah Go committing the attack error there. So Mapua is back in it here in set 2.
Tatlo na lang.
At after the technical timeout, hindi pa maganda yung simula nila kasi naka-ace ang CSB doon. So here's Verhino off the bench, providing some solid spikes for Coach Clarence.
A good serve but a great receive from Micah Go, allowing for that play to happen.
It is Antapa on the receiving end.
If you notice, halos walang gumalaw sa CSB. Ready lahat. And si Chloe, she just gave it straight in front of her.
That's right. Combination play para sa CSB. Nicole Ong. Easy pickup. Pascual. Nandun yung Verhino sa likod. Manalo stops, takes. Couldn't do it. Go. Angling it down the line.
Micah Go, pumihit talaga para makuha yung down the line hit na yan. Faking the blockers, thinking she would go cross court.
Yep. Good fake coming from Go and an emphatic hit for her.
Great receive from Wella.
Gamit. Dadawid, pero lalabas. So CSB now with this lead. 6-point advantage.
Nakikita natin yung Mapua. Tumataas yung bola eh. Kulang na lang sa control.
That's right.
Nababasa nila yung plays. They just need more consistent floor defense.
Ayun, nasagot nila yun. Mondoñedo with a 1-2 again. Good timing for Chloe. In those 1-2 plays, alam niya kung kailan niya ilalabas yan. May tayo kay Coach Clarence.
Nakaabang na lang sila dun, nakatayo na lang dun eh. Tapos kahit dayain mo, naabot-abot na lang nila eh. Hindi sila yung team na hindi buong buo yung depensa nila dun. Okay? Receive tayo maganda, play 3 natin. Pagalawin natin yung spiker, atakin nyo ng malakas para marami pwede pa mangyari dun. Okay, yung sa likod. Kailangan natin ng first ball. Ganda lang. Bahala kang dibiskarte, kung kayo mo bibigay. Pero kailangan natin ng first ball muna, ha?
This is 4 straight points now for the CSB Lady Blazers. Kaya napa-timeout doon si Coach Clarence. Kasi kanina, ganda sana ng simula nila.
They had the rhythm going.
These were the numbers of Nicole Ong. Rookie rampage. 21 points.
Career high 21 points.
And again, super rookie of Mapua, 8 kill blocks.
Unfortunate error for Manalo.
Diretso sa net. Okay sana yung atake.
She touched the net.
And
Pagka-land niya.
And Kara, Nicole Ong did that against a taller team. That is Perpetual. Manalo, babawi.
Bright future for this super rookie.
That's right. 14 excellent sets rather for Chloan Mondoñedo today. Those are
and it's only
numbers.
The second set.
Right. Di ba tayo? Second set pa lang, yan yung numero niya. To go along with 4 points, a couple of 1-2 plays and aces. Manalo, naituwid pa ng CSB. Answered right back. The pushback by Ong. Go. Adjusting, pasok pa rin.
Finding that line again, Micah Go.
16-6 for CSB. On the other side, we will have a story from Chantal Laude.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Mga ka-NCAA, nanonood pa rin kayo ng Women's Volleyball dito lang sa GTV. Dehado man ang koponan ay kitang-kita pa rin ang team spirit ng Lady Cardinals. Ang sikreto raw nila ay palagi silang happy-happy during trainings. Naglalaro pa nga raw sila ng mga laro gaya ng Hep Hep Hooray, Singing Bee at saka ng mga TikTok dance challenges. Nabahagi yan sa akin ng opposite hitter na si CJ Gaudan na sinabi rin sa akin na napakasaya niya dahil unti-unting nakikilala ang Mapua University sa larangan ng sports. After years of challenging seasons, first runner-up ang kanilang men's basketball team at ngayon, hindi nagpapahuli ang Lady Cardinals with their current win streak at ang kanilang paglaban against a strong opponent na Lady Blazers. Pero sa ngayon, ang tanong, mapapahep-hep hooray kaya ang koponan after this game? Balik sa inyo.
Pakiramdam ko bukas na. Chantal, nahirapan sila dito against CSB. But I like it that she pointed out the improvement in the sports programs of Mapua because aside from the men's basketball na nag-final sila doon. By the way, very intense finals in season 97 basketball. Volleyball, they're the most surprising team because we're used to seeing them lagi nasa top 9, nasa top 10 out of 10 teams here in the NCAA. Lagi silang naandoon. So, you love the effort na talagang pagtuunan ng pansin yung mga sports programs. Lalong-lalo na, Cara, we are in a tricky situation. Kakagaling lang natin. O hindi, nasa pandemic pa rin tayo. Kakabalik lang natin sa live sports.
And yun nga, Mapua really surprising everyone this season. They've already had two very great five-setters against the stronger teams.
And to prevail against Perpetual and San Sebastian, napakahirap niyan. But CSB right now rolling in set number 2, 19-8 is the tally. Balikan natin ulit si Coach Clarence.
Natin ang inaako yung mali eh. Diba? Huwag natin ako yung mali. Idali nyo yung sarili nyo. Oo nga, malayo yung score, pero hindi dapat ganyan ang galawan. Yung tamang galaw pa rin yung gagalawin natin. Huwag kayo tumingin doon sa score. Maglaro lang kayo na maglaro. Yun lang gagawin nyo doon sa loob ng court. Para makabawi naman tayo, makahabol man tayo. Ngayon pagka ditigis ko, tapos didadown pa natin sarili na, hindi talaga tayo mga nalo dyan. Ha? Tamang galaw lang. Tamang galaw lang kailangan.
Okay, tamang galaw lang. Ilang kailangan ko, sabi ni Coach Clarence Aying Esteban of the Mapua Lady Cardinals.
Si Coach trying to bring out yung alam niyang kaya ng girls. Nakita na natin sa past few games nila. And that's what he wants to see today.
Rookie setter off the bench for CSB. Secondary setter nila. Nagmula rin sa Hope High School. Si Basarte. May kapatid do na
setter din, I think.
Setter din. If I'm not mistaken, he went over to Diliman. Okay. Here's Avila, middle blocker off the bench. Masyado malakas, malamig pa. So Mapua. Now, this is their chance because you have a couple of players na nasa second unit ni Coach Jerry.
Apostol, Avila, and now Basarte. Ito na, nabibigyan na sila ng opportunity ni Coach Jerry to experience.
And how about the trust to finish set 2? Because this is not yet in the bag, pero pinasok na niya. But there is an 11-point lead now for CSB. Yep, that was definitely out. Micah Goss serving. Jab at the net, easily won by Apostol.
Over-received. Giving Apostol her first point of the game.
And for Mapua, this is going to be a learning process for them. This game alone against CSB. Dahil kanina nakakasabay sila simula ng set. And then when they let go of the rope, Wala na, hindi na nila maibalik at nagtuloy-tuloy ng CSB.
There's just too much errors for Mapua right now that they're not able to play their game. Sabi nga ni Coach kanina, hindi nila malabas yung laro nila, yung galaw nila.
Na-off track sila. Better pickup from Mapua here. Fernandez approaching. Tulak. Hindi gagana. Pasarte. Underhand set for Apostol. That goes out.
Apostol tried to go down the line as well, but that goes out. That's too wide.
So 22, or 10 serving 22 here. The captain, Joe Fernandez, starting it up. Uy, ayun.
Another error.
Yep. And again, these are errors that of course, at least in set 2, they cannot afford. They are down big.
They have to stop the bleeding if they want to get a closer set.
And it's probably the mental aspect already for Mapua to get over this struggle, overcome it as CSB reaches set point, overpowering Mapua here in set 2. Take a look at that. The door is shut. Mitch Gamit denies the attack.
Solid net defense from CSB.
Freebie on the other side. Tumingin siya kay Coach eh. Okay lang kaya yun? Lamang naman kami malaki eh.
Isang error lang, Coach. Sorry.
Isa lang. Maminsanan ko lang. Babiera on the serve. Good pickup from Micah Go. One of the best receivers in the league. And that results to a point for the Lady Blazers.
Using both hands.
Gamit. Kung ano
Ginamit niya. Right and left.
That's
getting
right.
that point for CSB.
And an overpowering set number 2 win for the Lady Blazers, 25-11. We'll find out kung tatapusin na nila yan sa set number 3. Magbabalik po kami dito sa GTV.
Running hit. Second play here as we see this running attack. Mondoñedo and Gohol.
Sa pangalawang linggo ng NCAA Season 97 Women's Volleyball, umangat na sa team standings ang mga desidido at may pusong pursigido. Nung Biyernes, winalis ng JRU ang EAC 26-24, 25-21, 25-16. Habang nakamit naman ng Perpetual Lady Altas ang kanilang unang panalo under new head coach Sandy Rieta matapos pataubin ang Letran 26-24, 25-18, 25-19. Nayanig naman ang buong liga nung Sabado nang talunin ng San Sebastian in straight sets ang 3-time defending champion ng NCAA na Arellano Lady Chiefs. 26-24, 26-24, 25-20 ang set scoring, pabor sa Lady Stags, na pinangunahan ni Rayan Cañete.
That's how we ended set number 2. Mukhang may lakad po yung CSB Lady Blazers.
Namamadali po sila.
Oo, grabe ang bilis ng laruan nila dito. And in set number 2, it was a slightly different story at least. Actually, pareho magkaiba yung start and end. Because start, Mapua was able to retaliate. I mean, really keep in step of CSB. I believe it was 9-6. And ever since that, the timeout in the previous break, wala na. It was all CSB. Yeah.
They didn't allow Mapua to get the rhythm going. Yung defense nila, medyo nag-scramble bigla yung Mapua nung nag-adjust yung CSB. Dahil na-check sila in some occasions, yung CSB found another way.
Yeah.
And ayun nga, medyo na-rattle tong Mapua and they were not able to keep up midway until the end.
As we take a look at, wow.
As you see here, again, 14 attacks to 2. So yun nga, CSB not allowing Mapua to make any plays. And ayun, dominating in blocks, in aces, even with 9 errors. So CSB took this set 2 away from Mapua quickly.
That's right. Brushing them off in set number 2, 25-11, 14 attacks. They have more attacks in the second set than Mapua has the entire game. As we take a look at Jade Hentapa's number 17 points against EAC, and I feel like she's gonna be key if CSB wants to win the championship this year, Cara.
Oo, si Jade Hentapa, one of the, again, ever-reliable spikers of Coach Jerry. We've been hearing her name paulit-ulit. And if she gets her rhythm, talagang no one can stop her.
Hentapa right now, number 3 spiker in the league. And the number 2 spiker, Nicole Ong, hindi pa masyado gumagana dito sa ating laban.
Natahimik ng CSB itong si Nicole Ong.
Yun eh, oh. Ganda lagi. Kung ikaw yung team, and then ang numbers mo, you're one of the leaders, and then you face CSB, you get shut down.
Crushing yung inyong momentum in the past few games.
And even Christy Ondangan connects from the middle here. Easy set for Flo Mondoñedo. Might be an instruction from Coach Jerry dung set break natin. Si Ondangan naman. Pwede natin paganahin. Uy! Diretso sa net para kay... Was that Gaudan? Yes, that's CJ Gaudan.
Again, something Mapua has to work on right now is to reduce their errors. It's just too much, and it's something you cannot give to a team like CSB. Masyadong ano na yun, freebies.
Eto, speaking of freebies, one given out here by the Lady Blazers in Flo Mondoñedo.
Something she does not give away.
Yep. Not a lot.
Not a lot, pero this time, isa lang daw, isa.
Isa lang. But another fast start for the Lady Blazers. For Mapua, they answer it right back with a service error.
Si Batak, who has been the service specialist of Coach Clarence, committing that error.
Micah go 8 points today. And many receptions and digs. Good pickup by Cloan. There's the free ball given out by the Lady Blazers. Lady Cardinals could have an opportunity to attack. Manalo on the approach. Sent back that time. One more time for her. Opted for the drop pero nakaabang si Mondoñedo. Hentapa. Good defense at the back by Bata. Manalo going straight to the net. And Manalo and Gaudan committing attack errors to begin this set.
The attackers of Mapua really need to get out of this slump they're having. If they want to help their team.
Correct. And interestingly, Nicole Ong is not on the court. Maybe that's why. Pax Baviera scoring on the run.
Si Baviera, silent, pero kapag binigyan siya ng bola so far, she is able to convert points for their team.
Exploding on that running attack. And Nicole Ong is back on the court as Baviera proceeded to the back of the line with the serve. Eto si Ondangan, 2 points here in set number 3.
And credit that to a great set from Cloan. Adjusting. Kahit mataas yung bola, nagawan pa niya ng paraan.
Yeah. And I feel like this CSB team, talaga ang laking bonus nung kasi season 95, even though they already had or they still had Cla Abriam, Askentapa, missing the shot there, missing the mark. They had Cla Abriam, who was their primary attacker in season 94. They had that and Matet Pablo, as may Jewelay pa. But the amount of minutes, or at least majority of the minutes, went to these girls. Mondoñedo, Go, Gamit, Hentapa, so, tsaka si Pascual. So kahit nandun yung veterans,
hasang-hasa na sila from before pa.
Yeah. So talaga, at hindi sila natalo, by the way. Kahit ganun ginawa ni Coach Jerry, pinagtiwalaan yung kanyang mga rookies back then in season 95. Hentapa! Wow!
Bumawi dun sa error niya kanina with an exclamation point.
8-3 is the count as we reach his technical timeout. Pagbalik natin, let's have Chantal Laude from Mapua side.
always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs, Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Nakatutok pa rin kayo sa NCAA Season 97 Women's Volleyball. Before coming into the set, I found a frustrated Coach Aying trying to regain the senses and focus of the Lady Cardinals. In his own words, hindi naman pangit ang laro nyo, inaayuan nyo lang ang laro. Kaya naman ang kailangan daw ng Cardinals is to regain their focus and think about their moves one step at a time. Ang sabi pa ni Coach, hindi porket malayo na ang score ay papabayaan na lang. Dapat nga raw, mas lalo pa silang nag-iigi at lalo nilang pinag-iigihan ng atake at depensa. But it's still early in the set, kaya tingnan natin how the ladies will try to bounce back. Cara and Martin?
Maraming salamat, Chantal. And numbers here. Oh, ito. 12 attack points for
Kaso
Mapua.
lang, 12 attack faults din.
So, talking about the adjustments na sinabi ni Chantal, ito, pag binigyan mo ng 7-point lead ang CSB at any given point, napakahirap habulin yan because you have to grind for every point and you have to keep up with their consistent play. But here, a retaliation, a slight retaliation here for Mapua as they try to climb back here in set number 3.
Yung frustration nakikita natin sa face ni Coach. But yun nga, he's still rallying behind the girls to try to shake it off. Kasi maaga pa nga in the third set and may chance pa silang bumawi.
And so far, they've adjusted there. Checking Mitch gamit, pero nakaabang din sa kanila yung blockers ng CSB. And tapa. Picked up Ortega. Goholi, hindi inabot ni Ong.
But it's still alive.
Still alive. Here's Batak getting it through. Up by
Great
Pascual.
defense by CSB.
Wow!
Puro one-hander pero ganda pa rin ang balik.
Tumawid pa rin. Estenzo. Over to Hentapa who puts it down.
Nag-one-hander din pero hindi lang naangat.
You gotta
Itong
credit.
Mapua.
Yeah, the floor defense of CSB right
Grabe.
here.
Walang nahuhulog. The floor is lava.
That's why. Oo. Yun yung sinasabi mo sa akin off cam na talagang yun yung pa-training ni Coach Jerry. Grabe yung depensa.
Alam ko din yan, na-experience ko din maging player ni Coach Jerry. So yeah, defense talaga is really important.
And it's manifesting on the court. For translating on the court for the CSB Lady Blazers. Miss hit para dito sa Mapua. And now CSB on top by 8 again. Nalakad talaga, no? Nalakad nila mamaya. Underhand
Meron
set.
silang team activity mamaya.
Oh, that's a back row hit coming from Tere Manalo.
Manalo proving to be a spark here for Mapua. So far, nakakailang points na siya.
At nagbawi din para kay Tere, especially with her struggles against Perpetual. 5 points today. And this is the girl we've been waiting for. Oh, ito, attack points.
Nicole,
Yep. 1 out of 10 today. Averages about 38% if I'm not mistaken.
This is very unusual for Nicole Ong.
That's right. In the previous game against Perpetual, she was 42%.
Napakataas.
Oh, in her attacks.
And that's a 5-setter match.
Yeah, exactly. Oo nga eh. So mataas ang numbers mo dun. So 13. Serving 5 here. Gamit at the serve. Uy.
Rotation error.
For CSB here.
Basarte, I think, nalito siya sa pwesto kasi kakapasok lang niya.
Okay, so they have Mondoñedo and Basarte in. So I'm assuming Mondoñedo will be the spiker. Oh, that's
another freebie for CSB.
At kasi lilikod dito si Mondoñedo. I would like to see a back row hit from Cloando.
Oo nga, a lefty.
Lefty. Pareho mo. Diba? Here's
Mas mahirap basahin yun.
Correct. My kago, look at that.
With a better floor defense from Mapua.
Mondihar keeps it up.
Grabe talaga yung mga one-handers na to.
Ball is still in the air. Batak gets denied.
Nakita ko yung yung want ni Batak to get that point, but unfortunately it didn't go over.
Because she had the smaller Basarte in front of her.
Oo nga, naiwan yung smaller blocker sa kanya, but they were unable to convert it.
Lahat nasa likod, nagsascramble pa sa bola, hindi pa nakaset up ulit para sa CSB. But even the broken plays like that, no, they go CSB's way. Fernandez. Basarte to go off speed. Go hole with the up. Here's Fernandez, will try bouncing it off the net. Basarte to the middle on Dangan. Hindi gagana. Tawid ni Fernandez. Basarte going back to Maikago. Better defense. And Charina Fernandez connects.
The captain getting one for Mapua. Trying to keep her team alive and, still kicking.
Konti-konti.
Hindi pa to tapos.
Only her second point today, pero an important one to stop the bleeding. Difficult first ball for CSB. A rare free ball given to Mapua. How will they take advantage? Manalo able to connect. Pero Manalo with their 6th point today. An encouraging sight for the Lady Cardinals.
Manalo with a clean hit.
8-15. Basarte. Go. Stops. Straight to Ella.
Great set.
They go back to Manalo.
Nice spike from Manalo.
Wow.
But the defense of CSB is just relentless.
Single lady block on Dangan. Shutting the door on Mapua right there, 16-8. On the other side, we'll have Chloe Carillo from CSB.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know. Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
Nagbabalik ang ating women's volleyball action ng NCAA dito lang sa GTV. Intensity, yan nga daw ang gustong ipagpatuloy ng CSB Lady Blazers coming into this set. Lady Blazers wants to close off this game with the right intensity. Para nga sa coaching staff ng team, ang steady, strong service game nila at ang steady counterattacks ang patuloy na nagpapalamang sa team. Nakita nga natin ang depth ng CSB bench with Coach Jerry giving playing time to his second stringers. Inaasahan ni Coach na ang minutes na ito ang magbibigay ng kumpiyansa sa mga susunod ng laro para sa kanyang second group. Magpapatuloy pa rin kaya ang winning streak na ating CSB Blazers, yan ang kailangan nating abangan. Para sa ngayon, ibalik muna sa inyo, Martin at Cara.
Maraming salamat, Chloe. Mukha naman. Llamado sila dito, llamado sila sa laban natin as Mapua gets the check out there. That was Vergino. But before that, it was a couple of aces for Micah Go. Ito yung reverse set ni Trixie Gohol. Papunta kay Vergino. Check out.
Si Coach Jerry really giving his girls yung experience dito sa games na to. And it's really proving well for them dahil hindi nakikita na nag-iba yung, hindi halata na nag-iba yung players sa loob.
Correct. No. And he tried that, or he tries that actually in most games. Pero he tried that in that Letran game in particular. At yung Letran, nakakuha ng kumpiyansa. Took one set away from CSB. Sila pa lang ang nakakagawa nun this season.
Only one set so far lost this season.
But afterwards, when the starters went back in, the demolition job continued. And here's Mapua on the attack. Ondangan. Basarte. Hentapa. Checked.
Better net defense from Mapua. Pero buhay pa rin.
Virgino targeting the back. It will go out.
Unfortunately, that goes out. Wala sanang tao.
Correct. Good intention from Virgino here. But there's nobody home on the backside of CSB's defense. Hentapa. Another one. This time picked up by Fernandez. Virgino. Nandun si Go sa likod. Oy! Mondonero puts it down!
We finally see it. A backline attack from Cloan. And it immediately converts to a point. Ayun, no?
Wow! Cloan Mondoñedo.
Celebrating
Showing
right
us.
after that.
Akala nyo lang, marunong lang ako pumasa. Oh, marunong din ako bumaon.
Ganda rin ang depensa niya doon.
Correct. Gohol. Reverse to Virgino. That goes
using
in!
the net and that rolls in.
We've been telling all throughout here in the coverage, we've been saying rather, na talaga ang ganda ng depensa nitong CSB. Lahat tumatawid. Yung net lang ang hindi na nila mabasa.
Hindi nila makontrol yan.
Oo.
May sariling isip yung net na yan.
That night, Virgino nabiyayaan doon. 10 serving 21.
Oh, and she gets an ace.
Yeah, gets an ace. Hentapa got it. Nakaabang na sa likod niya si Go eh.
Oo nga, nakagawan lang niya.
Yan ready na si Mike eh. It's okay.
Isa lang daw. Medyo malayo pa.
Go with a good
Another
receive.
Beautiful receive.
Left-handed push for Hentapa.
And we can see na kahit na hindi maganda yung timing, if ever, ng mga spikers, nagagawa nila ng paraan.
Yun. And that's what makes them dangerous. Really a complete team. Itong CSB. Good serve from Basarte.
But great coverage from Mapua. Nicole Ong. Another pickup from Wela.
Manalo is denied again. Walang tumatawid sa mga atake ng Mapua.
That does not go over for Manalo. Nababother talaga siya sa blockers nitong CSB.
And look at this. After the 21-point outburst, Kara, today, Nicole Ong only has 1 point.
Napaka-unusual talaga.
Right. Iba.
From the last few games we've seen Mapua, this score today does not show how great they've been moving in the past few games.
Yun lang talaga, and it will continue here in the season.
And oh my gosh, we're in the last point of the...
Exactly. Last point already.
Napakabilis.
Match point for CSB. Manalo trying to stay alive here. She does rather. With that cross-court kill.
Manalo still trying.
Saving 1 match point. Direct Manalo able to connect. It's been difficult given the consistency of CSB's defense.
Another
Basarte.
great receive from Micah Go, but a good pickup.
That was a good
Wela.
up, yeah. One-handed save from Wela Ortega. Basarte. Mondoñedo ends the match!
Mondoñedo enjoying that. Naka 2 points siya on attacks today.
How about Loan Mondoñedo? was converted to a spiker.
Oo nga.
In the last part of set number 3, delivered with a couple of attacks. Wow. 25-17, 25-11, 25-12. At ganun-ganun lang po. Uuwi na ang CSB.
Tapos na po tayo.
Tapos na tayo. Wow. Probably one of the fastest matches in the season. And again, nagulat kami because we thought this was going at least 4 sets.
I was expecting something a little bit different for today, but
because of how well Mapua was playing before this. We mentioned 3-game winning streak, and again, those wins, they were not a fluke. Dahil 5-setter San Sebastian,
nila lahat ng sets doon. And they showed us that they are actually able to, beat the stronger teams like San Sebastian and Perpetual.
That's right. But it's a different story when you face the CSB side as we listen to their school hymn. Yeah, that's right. Alright, ito yung mga school hymn mula sa CSB at Mapua. And at the conclusion of this coverage, time for us to meet our best player of the game, Maika Go.
Yes, Maika Go, delivering. Well, we always hear about the point makers like Pascual and Hentapa, but hindi magiging possible without yung mga excellent receptions and digs ni Maika Go, proving that she is one of the all-around players dito sa CSB and in the league.
That's right. 12 points today for Maika, tied with Hentapa to lead the way for CSB today. She also had 6 excellent digs and 10 excellent receptions, continuing to be one of the best in that department. You mentioned siya lang hindi libero. Dun sa
na nasa top list ng ating best receivers.
And you see the final stats here, an overwhelming advantage in the attacks for the CSB Lady Blazers. Mas marami pa sa doble ng ginawa nitong Mapua.
Yes, 41-19 attacks. Again, CSB silencing the attackers of Mapua, who we know can really produce points. And yung defense nila was very evident today, 4 against 1 blocks. And yung digs, as we mentioned earlier, hindi lang si Maika Go, even si Cloan Mondeñedo and Mondehar, talagang 51 digs to 38 digs ng Mapua. And yung service nila earlier in the game that made them pull away, talagang not allowing Mapua to convert any plays. 6-2 aces. And yung errors ng Mapua are just too much today. And again, something you cannot give to a team like CSB.
That's right. Alam mo, honorable mention, Cloan Mondoñedo, 6 points, 4 off attacks, 2 aces. Yung dalawang atake niya nanggaling sa latter part ng set number 3 and 18 excellent sets today. Up next though, we'll have our guest performer, Crystal Paras, also a Kapuso artist. Sparkle GMA Artist Center. And afterwards, we'll have game on. I'll definitely do it this time. Okay.
Kayang-kaya today.
Kayang-kaya today. Okay, meron tayong fun fact mula sa ating Sultan of Stats, Mr. Pong Ducanes. And then, of course, later, we'll have our second offering today, Tuesday doubleheader. Letran kontra Arellano. You guys are joined by Martin Javier, Cara Acevedo. Ong, fun fact, fastest game of the season.
Wow.
Yun nangyari to.
Namamadali nga sana today.
1 hour and 1 minute. Previous fastest was 1 hour and 11 minutes. Pakiramdam
Nagtatry sila maghabol ng sarili ng record sa time ng game.
Feeling ko CSB rin yan. Kaya, thank you so much.
Thank you, Martin. Before we go, I'd like to say hi to my number 1 fan. And probably number 1 fan of volleyball, I think, my mother. She's always watching the games. So, hi, Mommy.
Can I greet my mom too? I'm going to greet my mom and my dad who are also watching. And my lolo and lola. Okay, up next, second game po, Arellano kontra Letran. Thank you so much for catching all of the action today. It was a fast one between CSB and Mapua, with CSB getting their 5th straight win of the season. Still undefeated, Mapua going down to 3-2. And this has been the end of the coverage. On behalf of the entire team is Cara Acevedo Ong, Chantal Laude, Chloe Carrillo, Direk Elmon Salvan. This has been Martin Javier saying thank you, but don't go away. Guest performer, game on, game 2, coming up next here on GTV.
Isang liga, magkaisa.